Have you ever seen that meme that say like, I don't know if it's a meme, but it's like I guess it's like a paragraph, whatever, like somebody put on the internet, it's like a post, whatever, and he said that Kyle Rittenhouse killed a pedophile. You're welcome. And you got people who like saying like, yeah, what about this part? And you know, it's all those people that post that, they don't like black people. To me, I think they just like, think about this, right? Hey, Tamir Rice was playing with a toy gun and got killed in the same state I live in basically the same city, Cleveland. So basically, like, if you walk down the street right now as a black person and like somebody report like, hey, this guy has a gun, best believe the police gonna come check you out and all types of stuff and bring 4 or 5 squad cars and everything. Like, it ain't gonna be a good day for you. But this guy get to walk. Like, I wasn't even gonna talk about this because at the end of the day, like, no matter what side you on, you can never be right or wrong, right? So some say he was defending himself. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't like just jumping on because a person was there and he shot somebody that was chasing him. Cause I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would do. But at the same time, I'm gonna give them that. But here's the opposite to that though, right? Why you 17-year-old trying to police adults? Where in the world can a little kid come and police someone? If you work at McDonald's and a 17-year-old comes, you've been there, you're a 30-year-old man or woman, and he come in trying, you don't know this person, he come in trying to tell you what to do. Like, what? That's any walk of life. If you're a teacher at a school and some kid comes in, 17-year-old, trying to tell you how to tell you anything, I don't care if it's the right thing or wrong thing. You'll be like, man, who you? Like, bro, you got your parents here or something? Like, what? So when a 17-year-old crosses the state to police adults while the police is there, you know, I kind of find that to be interesting. As somebody would say, because first of all, teenagers don't have the temperament that adults have. You already know that their minds not developed. So with that being said, you're giving a kid a gun to be a judge and jury. Think about that. You already know that they did that thing in Stanford, and about if you give somebody authority, they abuse it. It's not ready for it. So when you think about that, you just gave a kid a gun and anger and tell him go out and do something. So no matter what, it could have been the smallest infraction. He would have shot and killed somebody, I think. Like, you're causing trouble. You telling, he was already reported to like be aggravating people. I mean, he has a gun. He thinks he's invincible. I don't know, but people that justify being racist towards black people any type of way possible. Like, so they'll pick one thing and say he killed a pedophile, a former pedophile, which I don't know. I don't know the absolution of that case. I don't know what happened, because everybody who convicted ain't guilty. Period. I don't know what happened. He could be guilty. He can't be. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is he was convicted of being guilty. I don't know if he was guilty or not. And being a child molester one time should not be the end all of your life, though, right? You should never be. You already got judgment. You already can't go nowhere. You always gotta like tell people where you're going all the time. Like, you already gotta register. People know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a sentence right there. The rest of your life plus the time you did. You know what I'm saying, though? So why one person mistake don't always, you know, it's like it's this white lady in my gym, right? She dated, she was married, right? And she dated one of her kids at school. He was like 17, then he turned 18, but he was 17 first. And then she actually came out to her husband, and her husband told everybody, you know what I'm saying, though? And she went to jail, you know what I'm saying? But she got a job at the gym as a trainer. Everybody treat her with respect and like her and love her and say, oh, what a mistake. My question to you is, when do a guy get that? Like, when does a guy get you know what, that was a mistake. You made, you know, we gotta figure this out. You know, we should just have a second chance at life. Learn from it. But when it comes to men, oh my God, it's like a sentence forever. Like, but like I say, this woman is a beautiful woman, by the way. She's a trainer at a gym. She actually dates the owner of the gym. And I just think to myself, like, she gets a pass. And that's okay with me to get a pass. But what I'm saying is, why is it not okay for the world to forgive? We always talk about equality, equal. When do y'all treat men equal? When do they have to say, you know what, I committed a sin, and are y'all gonna hold this against me for life? I don't want to get into that. I just want to say the parallels of reaching, right? The parallels of no matter what I'm gonna reach for the straw. No matter what, I'm gonna pick the one thing that's wrong about somebody, not to mention the other people he killed. But I'm gonna pick this one thing about this particular person. Nobody else got killed, and everybody in that place, he's not the only one with the gun, right? So somehow he not killed one, but multiple people. Like, how is that a coincidence? And nobody else had these problems, but he seemed to have a problem that he killed people. You ever notice that? You ever say, if it's always a problem with somebody else, sometimes it's just you? But a racist person, they might know he killed the pedophile, so it was wrong. And I'm happy what he did. See, no, it's not you happy what he did. You want to justify what he did because you don't like black people for real, and you're okay with you're okay with somebody killing somebody instead of some people marching. And I guess they equate marching to Black Lives Matter and to burning buildings down, which is 90% of their marches, probably more than 90%, but 90% of their marches never any riots or any problems. And actually, the FBI made a report that most of those fires and all those things get shut down and burnt up in buildings that was not done by Black Lives Matters. It's please Google that. Please just Google that stuff, because I'm not a member of Black Lives Matter. I don't know nobody in Black Lives Matter, but I know the facts. So if you want to challenge those thoughts, please get an opportunity. And if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But like I say, man, you don't realize how racist you are until you really just sit there and think like, did I just say that? People will go on the internet and show you they're racist, but they don't want to hear they're racist. And no, it's not a racist statement because I'm just saying he killed the pedophile. Why are you saying of all things? A lot of people kill pedophiles before. I never seen you post any of that. Pedophiles get killed a lot. When have you posted anything besides that guy? You see what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. But that's a story for another day, I guess, because people not gonna make sense of how they feel. One thing about a person, they're gonna go off feeling more than emotion. And people will always say, think before you action, think before you leap. And truth be told, none of us thinks before we do anything. We just do it and go and think later, maybe. Because if that's the case, 90, I'm gonna say let's go percentage. 99.9% of our problems would be not available to us. We'd be clear of all problems if we thought first on every situation. But people don't think. Me neither. I never think before I do stuff. I just do it. There's no rhyme or reason to why we do or don't. We just don't. Now, I try my best to think about stuff if I possibly could, but I don't. It be the mid or I'm already going through it. So like, don't kid yourself into ever thinking humans beings, anyone, including myself, think before we do any actions, because we don't. We react. We just do it. There's a saying that says, I'd rather apologize than ask for permission. So always remember that, man. Yeah, that's how human beings think. I'd rather say I'm sorry for what I did rather than think about it beforehand and ask you about it. I just want to do it. That's what that's saying. But you already know what it is with me, J Work. Hey.